Welcome to Transcended Study Hub. Um, with me here, I have got some practice questions that we're going to solve, and these questions are under rational equations. Okay. In case you don't know, the one who is teaching you is Sir Isaac Newton. I hope you're going to enjoy this video. So what I'm going to advise you is pause the video, try to work it out, then compare with the answers that I'm going to be finding. So let's begin our discussion with the first question. So the first question is x divided by 2x plus 1 is equal to 4 divided by x minus 3. Okay, so our goal is to find the value of x. So we are solving the equations. So these are what we call rational equations. So there we go. So the first question that we have, the most important thing that we can do there is we can just cross multiply. Okay, so we can go ahead and cross multiply. So if I cross multiply, that is going to give me x, open brackets, x times 3. So I'm multiplying this part by this down part. Again, I'll multiply 4 by what I have down there. So that should be equal to 4, open brackets, 2x plus 1. When you reach at this point, you can just now expand. So expanding, what I mean is multiplying what is outside the brackets with everything inside the brackets. So x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. That should be equal to 4 times 2x, that is 8x. 4 times 1, that is 4. Perfect, right? Now, one thing I want you to understand is that whenever you find x squared, again there is x, again there is a number which doesn't have x. Definitely that is a quadratic equation. Okay? So that one is a quadratic equation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shift everything here to go to the other side. Then I'm going to have x squared minus 3x. If I shift 8x to the other side, it's going to be minus 8x. Then minus 4 is equal to 0. Now at this point, 8x and 3x can be added. So x squared minus negative 3 minus 8, that is 11. So it's going to give me 11x minus 4 is equal to 0. If I look at this, if I use product being negative 4, then the sum is small. The sum is actually small, but if I remove the negative, it's going to be big. Okay. So what I mean here is it's not possible for me to have two numbers that I'm going to multiply and get negative 4. When I add them, they give me this. No, it's not possible. So then I'm going to use a quadratic equation formula. How does it work? X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. You divide it by 2a. So a is 1, b is negative 11, c is negative 4. So x will be equal to negative 11 times that negative that is on b, that is going to give me plus. Now we have negative 11 squared minus 4. A is 1, c is negative 4. So we divide this by 2 times 1. So x will be equal to 11 plus or minus. So 11 times 11, that is 121. This negative and that negative is going to give me plus. What else? So 4 times 4, that is 16. I will divide this by 2. So x will be equal to 11 plus or minus. So 121 plus this, what we do is 6 plus 1, 7, then 3, so it's 137. 137 divided by 2. Now at this point, I can just say that my x is equal to 11 plus the root of 137 divided by 2, or x should be equal to 11 plus, that now is going to be minus now. So it's going to be minus the root of 137, you divide that by 2. So these are the solutions. So that's basically it. So now it's very important for you to follow step by step. I think if you manage to solve it by yourself, if you have managed to find these answers, then you are good to go. So now let's talk about B. Like I said, try to solve them on your own, then you just compare with the answer that I'm going to be finding. Okay, so part B is saying 1 over x is equal to x divided by x plus 2. Now at this point you can cross multiply. So if you cross multiply, so you'll be able to find 1, open brackets, x plus 2, then x times x, that is x squared. So at this point it is just x plus 2 is equal to x squared, because 1 is not going to affect anything. Again, as long as there's x squared, anything you are solving anything, you find x squared, there is x, and a number that doesn't have x, that is a quadratic equation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is either I shift this to go to the other side, okay, or I shift this to go to the other side. It's actually the same thing. So I'm going to shift these guys to go to the other side. So that becomes 0 being equal to x squared minus x minus 2. In simple terms, this is the same as x squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. At this point, let's try product. The product is negative 2. The sum is negative 1. What are the factors? I believe the factors are negative 2 and positive 1. Why am I saying this? Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1, which is the sum. Negative 2 times positive 1, that is negative 2, which is the product. Okay, so then it is x squared minus 2x. So we are replacing now this by the factors. Okay, so plus x, that is 1, so it's 1x, but we don't say 1x, it's just x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now factor out x, so they are going to be like that. So those two ones, I'm going to factor out x open brackets, x minus 2. Okay, even here I'm going to factor out 1, so it will be x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now these will always be the same, so you pick 1. So you have got x minus 2, and also this x plus what you have there, so it is x plus 1 is equal to 0. That's how we solve it. So now each equal to 0. So for x is equal to 2. The other one, x is equal to negative 1. So these are the values of x. Another thing that I want you to know is, after finding this, the best thing that you are supposed to do, that is going to be the shortcut. But you should know this method. But the shortcut that I'm going to show you is starting from here. After finding the factors, if you discover that this is positive 1, okay, the guy having x squared is positive 1, then you find the factors. These factors, they are going to be your answers, so you just do it like this, then equal to 0. Remember, we found that x was equal to 2 and x was equal to negative 1. So here x will be equal to, if I shift this to go to the other side, it's going to be 2. This one will also be equal to negative 1. So this is the shortcut. Otherwise, there is no any mark that is going to be given to you. You replacing these factors here. It's alright if you don't understand this concept, you can use the same one that I used. Okay, so I hope you managed to get it. Let's now try part C. Okay, let's try part C. So part C is we're going to cross multiply still. So if we cross multiply, we'll be able to have 1 plus 2x in the brackets times 2 plus x. So we're multiplying this by that. Should be equal to, then we are going to multiply this part by that. So 1 minus x and also 2 minus x, like that. As simple as that. So there we go. Let's now try to expand. So what do I mean when I say expanding? So what I mean here is we are going to multiply this guy by that one, even here this guy by that one, then we arrange the right terms together. So we start with 1 times 2, that is 2, 1 times x, that is x, then negative 2x times 2, that is 4x, then 2x times x, that is 2x squared. I'm done with this part. Should be equal to 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times negative x is negative x, negative x times 2, that is negative 2x, negative x times x, that is x, negative negative, that is going to give me positive x squared. There we go. Now these two can be added, so there we have 2 plus x plus that is 5x plus 2x squared. Even here we can add these two, so x and this one, these two will give me negative 3x plus x squared. Now what I want you to understand is simple and straightforward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shift everything from there, everything that is to the right side, to go to the other side. Why am I doing this? Because there is a number that doesn't have x, and there's a number with x, and there is x squared. So that gives me that tells me that this is a quadratic equation. So I'm going to shift everything to go to the other side. So we'll say 2 plus 5x plus 2x squared. Now these ones, they are coming from the other side. I'll use a different color. So this is positive. When it go to the other side, it's going to be minus 2. This is negative. When it go to the other side, it's going to be plus 3x. This one is positive. When it goes to the left side, it's going to be negative x squared. Now here I've remained with 0. Now look at this, guys. There is 2 and minus 2, so these will go. Okay, now we can add 5 and this, that gives me 8. Okay, again at the same time I can add this and that, so this 2x minus x squared, that is x squared. So it's going to give me plus, because this and this will give me 8. X should be equal to 0. At this point, because here there is x, here there is x, and there is no number without x, I'm going to factor out x. Okay, so factor out x, then here I will remain with x, then where there is 8x I will remain with 8 is equal to 0. So therefore x is equal to 0, comma x plus 8 is equal to 0. So meaning that the other one is also, if I shift 8 to the other side, it's going to be x is equal to negative 8. So these now becomes my solutions. Okay, so the other x is negative 8, the other x is 0. Okay, now guys, what I want you to do is very simple. Now I want you to go ahead and solve this one. Okay, I want you to go ahead and solve this one. So solve part D. This one is the same. Here there is divided by 1. So what you are going to do is you are going to cross multiply still. So you are going to have 7x is going to be equal to, you are going to have 4 minus x, you put them in brackets, then 3x plus 1. So now you expand this and find the answer. So I want you to give me the answers in the comment section, and I'll be waiting for the answer. Remember guys, if you want to access more tutorial videos, we have more advanced rational equations that can help you to understand more concept on rational functions as well as rational equations. Just check the link in the description below. You'll be able to see it, and then you'll be able to register using our website. Okay,